your butt over here, Jason.
Okay,
we have a conversation.
What do you need, Tony?
Well, Eric, you and I have been on camera before, and it's always a pleasure to join you. You always, I think, sometimes find my humor entertaining, which is great. I did get a laugh out of him. I like that. But I want to talk a little bit to you about your partnership with Zengers. Now, we're in front of this hydromat machine. We've talked about that. We're in front of all of these brothers all around us. We've talked about the size of the company, 58,000 square feet, how many machines. We've talked about the fact that it's third generation, 80 years old American manufacturing. But it's important to talk about partnerships as well when it comes to that. So let's talk about Zengers and how Schmidt Tool has partnered with Zengers over the years, which I believe is actually from as far back as Heidi's father and Jason's father.
Correct. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, we believe that our vendors are just as important as our customers with us, and we've formed that relationship with Zengers. One of the unique things that Zengers does for us is they provide us our tooling at cost, and we get charged a management fee. And that's one of the things that allows Schmidt Tool and Engineering to be competitive in pricing as well as our on-time delivery, because we know we have that tooling in stock and we know we have it at a good price to allow us to give the customers a good price.
Yeah, that's really great information actually, because not everyone's going to do that, are they? And I'm sure you have experience in your 80 years of it not quite being that way, but it sounds like you've also stuck to something for at least a generation now that really becomes that relevant partnership. And Jason's pretty easy to get along with as well, isn't he?
He is, yes he is.
And let's talk a little bit about, because you mentioned the transparency, and that gives you the quoting ability to know where your profits are, where you might be lacking. But let's talk about also service and support. Now, it wouldn't exist first generation, second generation, third generation if it wasn't there. But I would like for you to convey from your side what Zengers does when it comes to a phone call or an email, how quickly they respond. If you have issues when they bring somebody in to help you with a piece of maybe a tooling upgrade or whatever it might be, how quick are they to respond to you?
Yeah, so Zengers is actually very quick when we just reach out to them. As you said, whether we're having a tooling issue, we have a new part that we're not sure what tool to use, they'll bring in other cutting tool people like Iscar to our shop, demo tools for us, things of that nature. Very responsive, very helpful, keeping us competitive in the market.
You know, I like that you brought that up as well, Eric, and I wasn't planning to ask this question, but I think it's a good one. When you work with someone like Zengers, it gives you a kind of a broad array of options to choose from, right? You're not kind of cornered into a position saying, well, we have all these products under this one name, but we can't actually supply you for this machine, this machine, this machine. Zengers allows you to kind of have a bigger umbrella and responsibility to say, we can help you here, 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 and here. And if I know Jason like I think I do, he'll even bring in another company if he needs to make sure you're supported correctly.
Yeah, that's correct. He does do that for us.
So that is an actual truth, because we did not plan for that part of the conversation at all. With that being said, Eric, let's actually leave right here. I think Jason's actually across town. Let's drag him out of his office on camera and give his testimony about what it's like working with Schmidt Tool as well.
Let's get him.
Let's go, buddy. Get your butt over here, Jason.
Okay,
we have a conversation.
What do you need, Tony?
Well, you opened the doors for me here at Schmidt Tool and Engineering.
Yeah.
We set up all the cameras. I was expecting you to be here with me.
I'm sorry.
As we were giving
I'm busy, man. You know, I got podcasts to record and, you know, clients to support. I mean, but thank you for dragging me in.
Oh, of course, of course. And actually for the audience watching, that was just for fun. Jason's been here the whole time and he does have great support, but it is the reason why we're at Schmidt Tool today. Not just in front of this incredible hydromat machine,
yes,
but to talk Zengers as well. So we have to reverse the conversation we just had with Eric, which is, what does the relationship and partnership mean to you with Schmidt, but all your partnerships as well?
Yeah, I mean, relationships are critical. I think that relationships drive business, and you know, it comes down to, can you trust that person to execute on what they tell you that they're going to do? And our clients believe in us. When we tell them that we're going to provide the support that they need, we provide it. We respond almost instantaneously. You know, my team is just second to none, and it's all about the people that you have to manage those relationships. And we've really just executed time and time again for Schmidt Tool and Engineering and for the other clients that we have. And on top of that, we're completely transparent too. So, I mean, everybody does.
Yeah, I like that we're able to flow back and forth like that. I think it's very important to do so.
Yeah.
Eric mentioned your transparency on tooling costs. That to me is a real highlight of what someone's able to do. But something else I'd like to highlight, if it's all right with you, Jason, is talking with Eric and talking about 80 years in business, third generation family owned. You're third generation family owned as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I remember going back to when I first came into the business, Eric and Heidi's dad, Gus, used to come to our counter when we had a prevalent counter business to buy his taps and his drills and his end mills and his, soap and rags that he needed in the shop. And Eric and I developed a friendship before he was really like a big client. He was actually buying most of his tooling from somebody else. And Eric and I were friends, and we were friends for a decade before his other supplier let him down. And I jumped in, I'm like, hey, I can do it, and I can do it better than the guy who was doing it before. And since then, we've just had this thriving relationship where we've really support them in their growth over the years. And they've gone from this small manufacturer in Franklin Park to just a huge multi-site, contract manufacturer with 80 machines now.
Absolutely.
So it's been
amazing.
great to just grow with them.
Yeah, you're both growing. It's fun to see from the outside, getting to showcase what you guys are doing now. We've done this on other videos together before, Jason, but I think it's important that every video, while having its own personality, is sometimes fun to reiterate something. I'd like to go over quickly just your territory and the fact that you do have a product that is a national product as well.
Yeah,
so
we
if you
do.
wouldn't mind talking to the audience about first your territory, where you can support them, and then your national product as well.
Yeah, so we sell tooling and supplies, tooling and shop supplies to manufacturing companies across the country. We have a location in Illinois, a location in Indiana. We're soon to have a location in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Nashville, Tennessee. We have other sites in Boise, Idaho. So we really have the ability to be able to support clients across the country, especially when it comes to on-site, services, installing vending machines, and providing engineering support from one of our headquarters.
Very, very well said. Last thing before I let you go, Jason, is next video we film, can it be in Nash Vegas?
Let's do it, man.
All right, buddy, it's a deal.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
to see you, my
Appreciate
friend.
it, buddy.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
You know this guy, making chips, Zengers, great partnership.
Yes.
Jason, as
Thanks for
always,
having me,
a pleasure.
Tony. Appreciate it.